Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from SkiEssentials.com.
I'm Bob. How's it going? And I'm Matt over here.
The three of us are here for kind of an impromptu on snow review. We've talked about doing it, so it's not totally spur of the moment, but we are on the Nordica Dobermann Multipista DC.
Yep.
We tried to do this yesterday, some tough visibility.
It was really foggy.
Yeah, but we did get some stuff, so I will use that footage. Well, Bob, do you want to give us kind of a refresher of what is this ski all about?
Yeah, so they took multi-gara construction, so horizontal wood laminates, that's the DC and the double core, 2 sheets of metal, so a pretty burly build. Sorry for the wind. Yeah, 2 sheets of metal, pulse core, 2 layers of wood, and then a more kind of progressive or modern, dare I say, free ride shape.
Yeah,
it's really kind of enforcer inspired.
It is a unique tip shape for the width. 74 underfoot.
74 underfoot with like a rounded tip and tail shape,
yeah,
which really opposes the multi-gara, which is
very angular
and very sharp.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see where they're going with this shape in a frontside ski.
Yeah. It's very windy. I hope this windsock helps. Now, Matt and I skied it last year. You had not skied it last year.
No.
What was your first impressions yesterday? Obviously, like, tricky visibility, kind of tricky conditions, but what'd you think?
I mean, you get that kind of instant hookup that you want from a frontside ski.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know who's wanting looseness from that same ski, but you're getting it.
It has some, yeah.
So it's really interesting kind of what their goal was.
Yeah.
If their goal was to make a looser and driftier carving ski.
Right, they kind of did it.
They've certainly done that.
Well, and it's interesting because, like as we've said endless times before about all sorts of different things, like it's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing.
Right.
It's just a thing. And like when you're making short turns, it's great that it's a little looser.
Yeah.
There were, like, yesterday for me, there were times when it felt like the ski was wandering a little bit, but it was also so granular that everything was just kind of peeling away.
Yeah, and like we talk about it all the time. If you get on a, this is a 74, but if you're on something this or below and the snow gets remotely soft, it kind of kills the vibe of the ski.
Yeah, yeah.
So having just that kind of mid-70s width with a little bit more progression in the shovel shape kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't think it's going to be a purist's frontside ski.
No,
I don't
more
think,
like a purist all-mountain ski.
It really is. I think that there's, like, I'm looking forward to testing out more of the versatility and off-trail stuff because I do think that there's that component here.
Well, Matt, I figured you would film for a couple runs and then we'll go switch and we'll let Bob stay on it the whole time. So you and I can just be filmers. So we're gonna take a couple runs. You probably can't hear me at all, but we'll check in soon. I don't know. Sunrise.
All right, Jeff, that was a lot of fun following you. It looked very dynamic, very fun, lots of jumps.
Thanks. Yeah, there were a good amount of jumps.
Yeah.
Is it jumping ski?
It kind of feels like a jumping ski.
I did a jump yesterday.
Like among front side carvers, this seems like a pretty good jumping ski. Yeah, sorry, camera malfunction there. They're really fun. That's definitely the best snow that we've had all season
for sure
on groomers. Like, it's still kind of granular and iffy in spots, but that was the most like solid, consistent packed powder. And it is, I mean, it does way better on that than it did yesterday. Yesterday it was tough, like with this tip shape, to find any purchase to start a turn. It just felt like a little bit loose. Hey, Nick. But that was awesome. And I was on the lift, you weren't with us, but I was asking Bob, like, what's the ski that we used to call a real skier's ski? And it was the M Pros, like the 90 and the 99. And when we used to say that, it was mostly in reference to the fact that, like, the skier had to really dictate what was happening. And I feel the same way on these, because with a lot of skis in this category, like, yeah, I mean, like Super Shape Rally is a little wider, but like that shape, like you just tip it on edge and the tip just like digs right in and just rips you into a turn.
Right.
And these, like, you have to kind of, you know, you have to stay a little bit more forward and kind of like ski, like start your turn off the Nordica logo.
Yeah.
And then like, then it's really good. And it's also, I can't think of another ski with this much power and like this much just raw performance that also feels this forgiving.
Right.
And they're not just like blanket forgiving. You can't just make a blanket statement and say like, this is a forgiving ski. It's an asterisk, like considering how strong it is, considering how fast it is, it does have some forgiveness.
Sure.
Like the tail doesn't feel totally locked in and the tip isn't just like so aggressive that it shocks you.
Yeah, and like the way that I saw you skiing with the like a lot of jumps and a lot of that more dynamic kind of free ride influence on a frontside ski, do you think the shape allows you to do that more than something like a rally where it's gonna be less forgiving and want to pull you into a turn faster? Like you could actually kind of get like creative with it, and that's kind of the point.
Yeah, I mean, I think it like encourages is a strong word, but
allows.
It allows for
Permits, yeah.
Permits, but like you can do that on any ski.
Right.
It's really just like the comfort level, and I think this shape does add some comfort.
Sure.
You went off a groomer.
Yeah, I did some little moguls on Lord Loop, some of my favorite moguls.
How was that? I didn't follow you.
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
like they are lightning quick edge to edge.
Right.
And like you said, forgiving, and don't take that to mean soft.
No,
like,
that's what I mean.
It's
It's
pretty
like,
stiff still.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can wiggle them around pretty easily. And yeah, I think that for someone, and you had mentioned also
it's very stiff.
they're stiff.
Yeah.
But just a little bit, it just goes to show you how a little bit of shape goes such a long way in changing the character of a ski.
Totally.
Versus a multigara, which is just like locked into a medium radius carved turn. Like these, you can make all sorts of turn shapes and styles.
Yeah.
And that's where your skier's ski analogy comes in. Like it is up to you 100%.
Yeah, like it's a stated 16-meter radius, but I don't know that I ever did a 16. I did 20s.
Plus or minus 10.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think you're pointing the camera at the sky, Matt, but that's fine.
In there.
Bob's really tall. All right, you want to go switch skis, Matt? And
yeah,
then
let's do it.
I'll film,
Yep.
and then we can have another chat here.
Sweet. Not doing low food. I'm out of breath.
It's fine.
It's authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. 2 more runs in the book there. We're all exhausted. You'll see why. We stuck to groomers with you.
Yep.
You didn't get quite the same consistency as I did. A little deeper, granular. How'd it go?
Things are peeling away from me for sure, but my main takeaway is just that like top of the line construction, the amount of energy and snap that you get out of these things. You have to be ready for it.
Yeah, it can surprise you. It can.
And I'm very thankful to have a more forgiving shape to combat that. But once we got onto North Slope where it was a little bit more consistent, oh my God, so good.
Yeah.
Just lots of energy, hooks up very well, but you guys are right that you need to dictate when this thing turns.
Yeah.
Like you really need to engage it where that Nordica logo is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Ski off that.
in terms of off-piste, they're very kind of slarvy. You can make them be slarvy if you want them to be, but you have to ski them pretty flat.
Yeah.
But I really appreciated the taper in the moguls. They didn't feel like they were catching too much. So
Bob's
sorry, I'm looking at my phone. But I'm echoing what I'm listening and agree with what you're saying for moguls.
Yeah, that was a wild ride. Very challenging filming.
Yeah, and like I think it's also important to note that I did get like bucked a few times.
Yeah.
And that's just a testament to, like you were saying, the power of the ski, that it's at some point you feel like, yeah, I'm doing good, I'm on this narrow fun little free ride ski, and on the other times you're like, oh wait a minute, this is darn near race ski construction, and you got to be ready for that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's an easy mogul ski. Like
I think it's pretty easy.
But if you
like,
took an intermediate, like somebody who's learning to ski moguls and put them on a multi-pista.
I mean, if they're an expert skier and they're learning to ski moguls.
I'm talking an intermediate skier learning to ski moguls.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them on this.
Yeah, not a chance.
Nope.
But it's relative to, like, it's way easier than a multi-gara. In the mogul, like that. If you're looking for that kind of accessibility and a little bit more versatility, it's there. If you're more of that expert skier,
I'm going to propose somewhat of a conclusion here. All right, more camera malfunction.
All right.
Here's my proposal.
Okay.
You're a good skier, not you. You're
Thanks.
You're a terrible skier. Speaking to a skier in general, they are a good skier, perhaps a great skier.
Yeah.
They are weary of owning a narrow ski. Do you think this would be like a good, like, first narrow ski for somebody who's kind of like anti-narrow ski?
It would be like, I think, an enlightening moment for that skier. I think that's 100% the application.
Well, and you can also like do more stuff with it than just ski groomers.
Right, and like you don't need, I mean, we talk about width all the time, but like you don't need 100 to ski what we just skied, obviously.
Right.
So having that capability plus all your groomer stuff is just, it's gravy.
Yeah. So, you know, like, it takes that someone skeptical of narrow skis, gives them a tool that does all the cool stuff that narrow skis can do, but also, like, allows them to, like, be a little more free.
Yeah, but there's a flip side to that, too, where someone looking for that multi-gara might not be 100% satisfied.
I think 100%.
This, so.
I think if you're looking for a really, really sharp, precise frontside ski, this might not be it.
Yeah, but I think that if you're at all creative or versatile of a skier and you're not just wanting to make linked on-piste turns, like the ability of this to shift through turns and make it, like, you're not just making S's.
Right.
Like you're doing all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's where this thing really shines.
Yeah.
Where my mind went was like a mid-Atlantic skier who skis very firm stuff in the morning and then it kind of melts and gets slushy and they need something a little bit less precise in the afternoon. I think this would be a very useful tool rather than something ultra precise that kind of wants to sink a bit more.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, pretty good ski.
I think it's sweet.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And like, you know, again, we have really good natural snow here for early season.
Yeah.
So it does fine in that. You know, anything chalky, anything that you're not gonna dive
dig
down
in.
into.
That's where it
It's-
doesn't perform well. As soon as you're like punching through.
Yeah, then
Because it
you're-
is, you know, it's 7,400 foot.
Yeah.
It's not
You said forgiving, but it's not forgiving when stuff like that happens.
forgiving on a groomer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But outside of that,
yeah.
not forgiving at all.
No.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. That was fun.
That was
Thank
fun.
you.
Let us know if you have any multiple pizza questions. I almost made it through the whole video without saying multiple pizzas.
Can we go eat multiple pizzas now?
I mean, it's like breakfast, but
It's fine.
Yeah,
okay.
That's fine.
So yeah, let us know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Made that turn though. I'm not doing it.
Wait, which way are you going? This way?
Around to your right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a rock, but you'll see it.
It's what?
You'll see it. There's a rock. Yeah.
That's what you can't do on a multi-gara.
Yeah. Like that kind of stuff. I could do it.
I thought you were gonna hit the gap.
It was pretty sweet. I did a cool Euro jump turn instead.
That's fair.
Matt, now you know what it's like to grow up skiing on this mountain on straighter skis.
I understand why you're so good at it.
You stop it.
Wow.
All right, I'm good. Oh, if it's like that, it's gonna be great.
felt awesome in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was nice up top.
Yeah,
First part of Perry.
I was done.
Once it got
after
heavy,
the crandelier hit.
once you came around that corner and you had the snow effect or the sun affected snow, it was not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that taper was sweet in those piles. It just kind of sliced right through.
Yeah, I could feel like it was right on the edge
Yeah.
of like maybe a little too soft for
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
The upper technical stuff was great.
Yeah.
Bypass,
Yeah.
no problem.
I mean, it's like I will be the one will say like, I have no interest in skiing that stuff on that ski,
Agreed.
but you are proving that it is more than possible.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do that stuff, it's kind of a throwback
Right.
to those of us who are older and ski technical stuff on straighter skis and
I mean,
narrower
I did,
stuff.
but I stopped when I was 13.
Yeah,
Does that count?
no, you got to take it into your more formative adult
Maybe
years.
14. I
Yeah,
might have skied straight skis until 14.
you know, and they're not straight by those metrics.
Right.
Even, you know, these are
But you
12 millimeters wider.
use similar techniques.
Techniques, shoulders square to the hill,
Yeah.
lower body doing more of the work. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just what it takes.
All right. Well, I'm
Pretty
gonna
good.
go get breakfast. I'm really hungry.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hi, Casey. Hi, Casey. He's so busy. He's so busy.
Hope he doesn't catch him on fire.
Oh, he's got the blowtorch. That
Yeah.
thing's probably loud. No, we'll leave.
Full
We'll leave Casey alone.
I wouldn't put him on the internet.